Our sense of self-worth is crucial because it's the fundament on which we build all of our choices. Some psychologists even call it the epicenter of life and self-leadership because it is so consequential. Yet, many of us struggle with wholeheartedly embracing our worthiness. That's why in this video, I will explain how we can strengthen our sense of worthiness. Hey everyone, and welcome here to Becoming an Expert at Self-Leadership. I'm Maika, and there are so many different ways of approaching this topic. So many different names and perspectives have evolved. Self-esteem, self-acceptance, self-compassion, self-confidence, and self-worth. And today I really want to focus on self-worth, which looks at this whole topic on the most fundamental level. The basic worth of any human being, no matter what that person has achieved or what that person is like. And the journey starts at looking at where our self-worth starts, where it comes from, our own idea of self-worth. And at some point in time, we've internalized messages about ourselves that may be beneficial, maybe not so beneficial, may make us feel like we are worthy or make us feel like we're not worthy, that we're not enough, that we're not complete, that we're not lovable. And of course, this starts in childhood. And these messages come from so many sources: our parents, our siblings, peers, teachers, things that we read, things we listen to, things we watch. All of these sources of messages send messages to us about our own worthiness. And it's not only direct messages of when someone says something direct to us about our own self-worth, but it's also indirect messages, the way that we are treated. And often messages that are not so helpful, that make us feel like we're not enough, they don't come from a place of maliciousness from other people so often, but mostly they come from unresolved issues of those other people. They come from people being overwhelmed and overburdened. But the thing is that as kids, we don't have the eyes to see that yet. Kids are so vulnerable to all sorts of messages because they don't have that strong adult identity yet that will consciously take their own stance on things. Kids tend to believe that the adults around me, they're right. They know what they're talking about. And that's why kids don't really question the way they're treated or what adults tell them about themselves, because for kids, adults are right. So when an adult sends directly or indirectly a message to a kid that it's not worthy of attention, of love, of time, or being treated kindly, the kid doesn't see that, oh, this person is overwhelmed. The kid internalizes, I'm being treated like this because I'm not worth it. I'm not worth being treated in another way. And we can start working on our self-worth by taking a look at all of the messages that we've received in our past that addressed our self-worth. The beneficial ones, the ones that are not that helpful, and becoming conscious of those messages. Because right now what's happening is that we are living from inside of those messages. We've internalized them. It's like glasses that we've put on and we forgot that we're wearing them. What we can do is we can take the glasses off and take a look at them and find out if we want to keep them or if we want to sort them out. We can recognize that this was just an idea that I internalized as being true. And it's not true. It's just an idea. So I can easily sort it out and accept other ideas as true for myself. So taking a look at where your narrative concerning self-worth has come from can help you become aware of it. First of all, that you have that narrative, and that it's just a narrative. You can change it. Be ready to give up the comfort of what you know. As humans, we are consistency and comfort-loving creatures. We feel relieved when we're surrounded by things that we're accustomed to. We hold on to what we know. More or less consciously, we strive to recreate what we are accustomed to. So it could well be that, for example, if you were always criticized as a kid, that you design yourself in such a way that you surround yourself by people who continue to criticize you heavily. Even though that's not right, but it feels right to you because that's what you know. And we can really see the difficulty here if we're living life from the perspective of low self-worth, because this striving for consistency and comfort will push us to live our life in a way that is unhealthy, and we may even know that, but we hold on to it because it feels consistent. So if you want to change in regards to your self-worth, especially in that regard, you really need to be ready to tread into the unknown, to give up the comfort of what you know, to give up the comfort of the consistency, and to open yourself up for experiencing life from the viewpoint of complete self-worth. Give yourself attention. This is the next really important step in building your self-worth, and it's something that a low self-worth prevents us from doing. A low self-worth basically tells us that you're not worthy of your own attention even. And that's why giving yourself attention can strengthen your self-worth, because we don't only learn from we don't only change from restructuring our thoughts and thought processes, but we also change by changing our behavior, because by observing our own behavior, we also come to conclusions about reality. And if you see yourself giving yourself time and attention, it'll start feeling like you also deserve that. And yeah, observe your thoughts. Observe your thoughts about yourself. Do you really believe that you are worthy of good things happening to you? Observe your needs, your feelings. Give yourself that attention to observe and take care. Observe messages that are being sent to you about yourself and check their validity before accepting them as true for yourself. And the better you get at this observing, being mindful, giving yourself attention, the better you'll be able to uproot any of those old messages that are still there about you not being good enough, about you not being lovable and complete. And the better you'll be able to strengthen that growing sense of complete worthiness. Feed your sense of self-worth. This starts with reflecting on the core of any being's worth. How we are born with worth and potential, and that can never be taken away from us or destroyed. Just think of a room full of newborns. They're all filled with worth and potential. And every single day of your life, no matter what you've achieved or what you haven't achieved, that worth is with you. You're worthy right now, just as you are. You don't have to justify your existence to anyone. You're valuable and special, and that can never be taken away. And this is really the strongest form of self-worth. The conviction that no matter what I gain, no matter what I lose, no matter what I achieve or don't achieve, I'm valuable and special. And to internalize this, you can also use affirmations, because this is something that it needs to go deep to be steady. Also, detach your sense of self-worth from anything that doesn't have anything to do with it, like your age, your achievements, your possessions, your income, the number of friends you have, the way you look. All of these things will not give you any information on your self-worth. And make sure that you're acting from a place of self-worth. Where is your intention in the things that you do? Are you doing what you're doing because you value yourself, or because you want to make yourself valuable? For example, are you eating the way you're eating because you value yourself and your health, or because you want to become more attractive and worthy? By the way, I have lots more videos on self-worth on this channel, like the ones about self-acceptance, self-compassion, perfectionism, and setting boundaries. So check those out if you want to dig deep. I actually have a whole playlist on self-worth that you can watch. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching this video. And if you want to get better and better at self-leadership and living your life to the fullest, subscribe to this channel. And all the best to you for your self-worth journey. And I'd like to end this video with one of my favorite Brené Brown quotes on self-worth. Wholehearted living is about engaging with our lives from a place of worthiness. It means cultivating the courage, compassion, and connection to wake up in the morning and think, no matter what gets done and how much is left undone, I am enough. It's going to bed at night thinking, yes, I'm imperfect and vulnerable and sometimes afraid, but that doesn't change the truth that I'm also brave and worthy of love and belonging.